In this question, you can use a little bit of logic to narrow down yourself to a good guess, or we can recognize that we're using perpendicular lines to really find our answer. We can get so caught up in maybe finding where the line goes through B and D that we forget that they're giving us the equation for EC in a very subtle way. And if we can find the perpendicular version of that, we're going to get our answer. So let's use logic a bit. Well, we see that if we were to actually draw here, typically these are drawn to scale, even sometimes when they say they're not. And we can see that this is the y-intercept is somewhere around like the 3 marker. And as we look through that, well, it's definitely not A or D where that's negative. And then for B, what we would actually see is that this would be rewritten as y equals negative 3x plus 3. And then here it is 4. Now, we could look at that and wonder like, okay, is it, is it really that big of a difference? I really can't, maybe my drawing's off, but B would be our best guess, and that is the correct answer. Whereas C would not be correct because maybe it's a little too high. But let's say that, like, you know what, maybe my drawing's sloppy like Mr. Gill here, and I gotta be a little bit more precise with it. Well, the way we can get to our answer is recognizing that they're telling us that this is 7, 2, and this is 1, 0. So if we use point slope form, we can actually figure out what our equation is. And well, actually, we can take one. Yeah, let's do that. Well, first, let's find the slope of this line. And the slope of this line would be, let's label this as our x1, y1, our x2, y2. And we have, then we'd have 0. Oh, whoops, sorry. y2 would be 2 minus 0 over x2 minus x1, so 7 minus 1. And we end up with 2 over 6, which is 1/3. And that is our slope of this line here. That's their slope. So let me put this in red, and let's put the slope that it's representing here in red. That's this line here. Remember, a perpendicular line is going to be the flipped the reciprocal negative of it, right? Opposite sign, and it's flipped. So that actually means that it'll be negative 3 over 1. And that would be representing this black line that I'm not going to be drawing well, but through here. And then that actually just becomes negative 3, which definitely lines up with B. We don't even need to go any further than that.